Let's see. It was weird. It was trying to connect to Facebook instead of YouTube.
There it is.
And I'm like, what the what?
So now it's showing up for me.
It's not showing up on mine so that I could go in and pin the... Oh, well. I guess I'll just drop it in chat if somebody comes in. I don't know what the deal is. All right. So we are here. Week 28 of the Marguerite Miller Challenge. The guidelines, they're not really rules. The guidelines for this is now in the description box below. But it's pretty simple and straightforward. Find items in your environment that fit the prompts, figure out what you're going to glue it into or onto, and collage a masterpiece. But so this week's prompts, again, I put them in my community tab yesterday. A texture or a pattern found in clothing, something associated with relaxation, a repeating pattern, a positive affirmation, an image of a landscape or scenery, and the bonus item is a security envelope design. So interesting enough, I was watching Gail's video because, you know, usually I watch hers after ours, but since we're a day late, I watched hers last night. There's actually a scrapbooking company that sells a paper pad, and it's this stuff. It's like this security stuff on the inside of envelopes.
Oh, that's convenient.
I know. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of a trip. So that was what she used, obviously, because, you know, why not? So anyway, otherwise, how has your day been?
Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Got some cleaning done over my not weekend. That's about it.
Let's see how melty my glue stick is today. Filming yesterday was rather comical because my glue was very melted and sticky, and it was like it might as well have been a wet glue. I'm still a little in shock.
What about your melted glue stick?
No, about my little friend. My little kitchen friend.
Just wanted to say hi.
Well, yeah, we've lived here. You know, this is our 9th year here. Never, ever had a snake come in the house. Sorry, I was digging in an envelope behind me. An envelope. I was not digging in an envelope. I was digging in a box. As somebody was saying, I'm like, it was 109 here today. And they're like, oh, it was 115 here. And I'm like, well, you choose to live somewhere where sweat balls. There's a reason I don't.
I didn't sign up for this.
I'd never live somewhere that gets that hot all the time. There's no way. I won't even visit a place that gets hot like that all the time. So when Grandpa lived down in Arizona and he wanted us to come visit, I'm like, maybe in December. Like, I'm not going to Arizona where garbage cans melt. Are you crazy? That is not habitable. Nobody should live in a place that gets that hot. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So when did you prepare for tonight's live?
About an hour and a half ago. In my bedroom.
Like 20 minutes ago?
Like an hour and a half ago. I can give myself a little more time this time. Or are you saying you prepared 20 minutes ago? Or can you even still hear me?
What was that?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can you still hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I need to wait till my Wi-Fi wakes back up, figures out what it's going to do here.
Let me know when it starts working again, so I'm not sitting here talking to myself. And there's nobody in the chat to see if they could even hear me. Hello, hello.
You're a robot to me.
Oh, at least you can somewhat hear me now.
Let me try switching. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe.
that any better?
You're frozen on my screen.
So no.
Let's see. Okay, let's try that.
Any better?
I just switched over to my hotspot.
If that works better than your internet, you should probably call your provider.
Well, there's nothing our provider can do because there's only one tower and it's on the other side of the mountain. That's why we have such crappy reception.
I meant for the sake of canceling your internet service and just using your hotspot. Their internet is worse than a hotspot, then
We did have a lot of fun, Stephen.
I like how you had to put like a trigger warning at the beginning of the video.
Well, because I, wasn't sure how much of the off-color conversations was going to be in the edited part of the video. So the only thing that, ended up in there was about Edie and what your dad said it stood for. How was your 4th, Stephen? Well, you're our family. Of course you would hear nothing wrong. We all have the same sense of humor.
You mean a good one?
Ouch. I need to figure out a better organizational way to do this. I moved 12 things out of the way to get to the one thing I'm trying to grab. And then put the 4 things that fell out back in.
I have mise en place on my craft supplies.
You're on pause for craft supplies? Is that what you said?
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. planning to go out with some friends until it told me that. Steven, going out with 50 plus people? Yeah, right. As if that was going to happen. I went into town earlier I had to get some greens for my dragons. And so I was like, well, I got to go since I'm going to be at the store. I picked up lettuce and tomato and refried beans and stuff for tonight's dinner. But when I stopped for coffee, she asked what we did for the 4th. And I said, just stayed home. I said, she goes, it seems like a lot of people did that this year. I'm like, well, not like, normal people can afford fireworks. You spend $300 and you get 5 minutes of fireworks and then they're gone. And I said, and I go, I have 2 neighbors that, they must spend, 10, 20 grand on fireworks every year because they start a week before the 4th and they go a couple of days after the 4th. And every year their show is like 45 minutes long. I'm like, so I don't have to go anywhere. Oh, that's true. That's true. Social butterfly Amy was probably peopled out by that point as well. I would imagine.
A few people I spent the 4th of July with were enough for me.
We are enough. Are you providing taxi service tomorrow? Or did you not take tomorrow off as requested or demanded, I should say?
Is that a question for me or for Steven?
For you. Somebody said, oh, and take that day off too.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not taking tomorrow off.
She's got to get herself to court.
For one, I don't take demands.
Oh, absolutely not.
And for 2, when you're only popping into my text messages to ask me to use my discount card and give you rides somewhere, then no.
Oh, didn't even ask you for the ride. Demanded that you give her the ride.
Yep. So, no. Maybe you could actually put in an effort into the friendship instead of the situationship, then no.
Good for you.
Yeah. Not playing that game.
Good for you.
I'm waiting for the conversation to come up. Well, you give her rides all the time. Yeah, because we go out and we do stuff and we actually hang out. She texts me for more. She asks me just to hang out.
And she pays for gas.
Yeah. And she's good company. I'm about to go to her house and kidnap her. Maybe beat up her family while I'm over there.
It's funny. So, who's your friend that's preggo?
I'll tell you that after the stream.
Oh, okay.
Stayed home and hung out with our friend. You can see the city's display from our place. Yeah, that's why we went to their house, because my city's kind of boring when it comes to fireworks. And it's a small town, so everybody knows everybody. So you launch off fireworks and they go, excuse me, Sam, what are you doing? Not launching fireworks.
What do you mean? What are you asking? I don't understand your question.
No habla inglés.
No idea what you're talking about. What, those? Those aren't fireworks. You're seeing things.
Just do some low-level narcissistic gaslighting real quick. I'm an expert now. It's okay.
You're seeing things. That's not what that is.
It's your imagination. Fun fact, that's what this not firework is called.
It's called imagination.
Yeah, I was making a yoke. See, because with narcissists, if they put logic behind it, then they can argue it's not a lie. I didn't lie to you. It was your imagination. Because firework was called imagine. Anyway, you get the point.
Yep.
It's funny when I talk about that kind of stuff, though, because are they really that dumb? Yep. And they think they're so smart, and you're just looking at them like, except in the moment. It's hard to spot in the moment. Once you're out of it, it's like, was I that dumb?
Yeah.
Every time that person opens their mouth now, I'm like, how did I ever believe anything that ever came out of their mouth?
Well, to be fair, you weren't the only one.
Yeah. That's the very ugly beauty of narcissism, I suppose.
You weren't the only fool.
Kind of terrifyingly fascinating, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Then again, it's not like, there's one trait my mother passed down is being intrigued by the disturbed human mind. Apparently my coworkers
Unfortunately.
apparently my coworkers think it's weird that I want to go to the pen and just talk to the Green River Killer. Why'd you do it? What were your thoughts? What were you thinking when it happened? What were your thoughts after? I want to know.
You better not go without me.
I don't know. They're like, that's awfully serial killer of you. I'm like, no, it's awfully psychology of me. I want to know what makes them tick. Oh, who's that? The screen's too far away. Oh, it's Mona.
Oh,
Hello.
hey, Mona. Hello, Mona. How are you?
I want to know what makes them tick. Also, I don't think there's anything wrong in knowing the way a serial killer thinks, because if you know how a serial killer thinks, you can spot the red flags sooner.
Very true. I dropped my jump ring. I don't have the right tools for this.
Wonder how Disneyland Dad's handling the fact that he actually has to manage fair projects for a while.
Do you think they're actually going to get done?
Oh no, I'm totally prepared to take them and do them last minute.
You just now noticed that, Mona? Yes, we have the same tattoo.
Oh.
Ta-da!
This is my 21st birthday present. It's symbolizing the healing of our relationship.
Yep.
Serial killers are, in a way, very... Yeah, see? I'm not weird in that aspect.
In that aspect. Got to make that clarification there.
Yeah, every other one, absolutely. I like being normal. That's boring.
Yeah, Mona is into paranormal, that kind of stuff too.
I
So
wish I could send gifts in the chat and send that. Did we just become best friends? Yeah, I made friends now too. That
oh, you made friends?
I know, it's scary, but they don't look at me funny when they're like, "Oh, I heard you were having trouble sleeping. What'd you do to finally fall asleep?" Oh, I put on a like murder mystery. I was watching true crime.
Are they truly your friends if they don't ask you that question?
Yeah. It's like, okay, what was it this time? True crime, shot of whiskey, all of the above. I don't even do shots anymore. I haven't even been drinking anything. Alcohol just kind of sucks now. Did it hurt, the tattoo? Oh, hold on. Let me turn my volume off.
For me, it only hurt over this one over here because it's right on the bone, and this one right here because it's right on the bone. The rest of it,
Yeah, the only place that it hurt for me was right here in the middle, and it still wasn't even really a hurt. It was just kind of an annoyance.
The one on my foot hurt way. That was my worst. That's why I only have it on one foot, because I was like, oh hell no, am I going through that again?
I have a very high pain. I have a very high pain tolerance because I fell asleep during my spine tattoo, and I fell asleep during the one on the back of my ear. And those were I wouldn't call them painful, but the one on my calf was a little bit tickly, but relaxing. The one on my calf, it was more about the way I was laying that hurt than the tattoo itself.
It's crazy. My leg piece, the only place that really it hurt was down on my ankle.
Yep, I believe that.
The rest of it was like, didn't hurt any more than any other ones. Glad I finally got caught up on all of my. I guess I'm not fully caught up. I still have this week's perpetual prompts to do. That's supposed to be my Wednesday video, but I didn't film it until yesterday from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and then we're going to be on Wednesday next week too.
Yep. Yeah, I'm driving over to Aunt Debbie's on Saturday. Aunt Karen's coming in on Friday. Aunt Donna's coming in on Saturday. And so instead of me driving up on Sunday and Debbie having to drive to Spokane twice, once Friday night and then turn around and go back Saturday afternoon, I'm going to go up Saturday and I'm just going to swing in and pick Aunt Donna up at the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And then shoot over to Debbie's. Don't know how long I'm going to stay, though. Your dad's like, when you coming home? And I'm like, I don't know.
Whenever.
I go, Aunt Karen flies out on the 16th. So, and he goes, well, maybe just stay till the 16th and then you can just drop her off at the airport on your way home. And I'm like, that might be an idea.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what time her flight is on her. her home flight.
The quarter notes, little half note.
Do what?
So then a little quarter note and a little half note.
Alcohol sucks. Generally a good sentiment. Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that.
Well, the problem is I didn't used to think that way. It took a while, but I'm here now.
Yeah. You still drink on occasion, just not. That occasion is no longer any day that ends in Y.
Yeah, and it's sissy beers. Not hard.
Yeah.
I don't drink hard liquor anymore.
I remember to pocket this week.
Sweet.
The miracle. It's funny. Aunt Debbie messaged me last night, maybe the night before. Do you have any lawn chairs? I'm like, I've got a couple I can bring. She's like, that would be great. Okay. And then this morning I went to message her about her Wi-Fi, and she's like, well, I was gonna message you and ask you if you could bring some extra pillows and blankets, but I know from experience you don't really have any of those. I got a couple extra pillows and maybe an extra blanket I could bring. I'm like, I can bring them up, because she's gonna have a house full now instead of just Donna, I go, would you like me to bring our 10 by 10 canopy too? And she's like, having some cover might be good at the picnic. Like, okay.
Do you have to drive by my house at all to get over there?
No.
Okay, because I was going to say I have extra blankets.
No, I turn left and go past your dad's work and go north.
That's right. When do you leave?
I'm going to leave sometime Aunt Donna's plane comes in at 4 on Saturday. 4:20.
Yeah, and I can't promise that I'd make it up there in time to.
Yeah, so I'll probably leave here like 2:30-ish. But no, I've got the big plaid blanket and the big brown blanket that I can bring. Couple lap blankets.
My favorite.
Yeah. And and then I have the one squishy pillow, and then I have the memory foam pillow.
Yeah, because I think between me and Bugs, we probably have 6 extra blankets.
So
we collect blankets.
Oh, you guys like your blankies?
Absolutely. I don't think there's such thing as too many blankets. I want somebody to walk into my house in the future and be like, why does your whole house look like a blanket fort? I love blankets.
Because it can be.
Yeah. Who needs wallpaper when you have plaid, flannel, heated blankets?
There you go.
That's my favorite blanket.
How you doing over there? I still see you gluing.
Just because my sticker didn't stick down. Other than that, I'm done. I have a feeling I'm going to be gluing those all down.
That's funny. We both have music.
Because it's relaxing.
Yep. Gail and I were kind of in the same brainwave again this week, and you and I are kind of in the same brainwave. So it's always kind of fun. All right. So
Idaho this weekend as well.
A texture or a pattern found in clothing.
Okay, let me see if my light will work yet. Now that we're almost done. I have denim for no real reason other than the fact that that was currently what I was wearing and it was what I thought of.
I also have denim. I have my little cluster down here.
That's funny.
And it's embroidery cloth, denim, some doily, crochet doily, a flower, and then a button. A button. It's
button.
these that I made a long time ago.
Yeah.
But finally used one. So yeah, we're both denim.
Denim.
Oh, that's cool. Where she lives, like Coeur d'Alene, right?
Coeur d'Alene-ish.
And what's her mom doing in Idaho? Seeing the sister, I presume? Something associated with relaxation.
Música. But also, like, the scenery doubles as relaxation because, again, I'm one of those people. I like to just go and drive and look at pretty scenery. But I have music and I have a book down here for reading and or writing because that's my relaxation.
So I also have music notes. And my landscape is also my relaxation. It's a nice country drive through. Whoop, a lot
Mine
of
was a
glare
link.
there.
Didn't think about it, so I covered it up.
A repeating pattern.
I have piano keys.
Mine is up here. Is up here in the doily. It's a repeating pattern of the roses, but you can also really kind of, the leaves that are in my picture are also repeating patterns. But the doily was the main one there. A positive affirmation.
I believe in myself and what I can achieve.
I like. So
Rings
I have
very true to my life lately.
Yep. I have a little charm that I hung up on this in one of the holes up here that says enough. And then this says destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It's my first thing out of my auction items that I actually got to use. Because I got in that auction box, I got motivational quotes, 365 perpetual calendar. So fun. Success doesn't come to you, you go to it.
Indeed. You chase it like it stole all your money.
Gotcha. So this fits into my little pocket here that I made with my window envelope. And I collaged it, so I have some envelope design on the outside of my envelope pocket. I could have flipped it the other way, but then the plastic would have been on the wrong side.
Oh, my security envelope is I have this little section over here. Mostly hide blunt edges, but it's also my prompty pocket. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, okay. Landscape or scenery. I'm like, what am I missing? So I see your nice, beautiful mountains in the background.
Yeah. And like I said, there was a lake there, but I didn't think about it, so it got covered up.
And then my pocket is actually a little tuck right here behind my cluster. I like this spread. I'm happy with this one.
I did like this one, yeah. Pretty satisfied with it.
Okay, so Priest River is 33 minutes north of Athol. Athol, not the other word.
No, that's always what it'll be to me.
Holy smokes, my phone says it's 104 outside.
I got a smooth 100.
Yuck. Even 100 is too hot.
Yep.
Hey, even my ice is already melted.
Flash warning.
45 minutes and my ice is melted.
I have to cut the corner. Oh well.
Do what?
Oh. I was trying to take a picture and I cut the corner off.
Oh. My jeans are shedding.
Gotta get the Carl post in there.
Hi, Carl. A humid 75. That's what I say to your 75.
Yeah, can you go ahead and send that over? Because I'd take that over the 100.
Yeah, yucky. It's yucky. It was 109 yesterday. Like, yuck. Yeah, we're going somewhere. We're doing a picnic somewhere on Sunday, but I don't remember where Aunt Donna said it was. But if it's north and puts us closer to the in-laws, maybe I'll hit her up and be like, hey, come see me. Since you're here. All right, so you ready for next week's?
I didn't even cut mine out.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a long one.
Uh-huh.
I'll just put it in my pile of stuff over here.
Living it by the ocean. Get on you.
All right.
Yeah. Probably. All right. So next week, week 29, will be something related to a sport or physical activity. Anything that starts with the letter G. A clock or watch. Something sharp. A color associated with spring. And bonus item is a candy wrapper or a cough drop wrapper.
That's going to be a fun one.
Uh-huh.
Marguerite Miller, what are you doing to me?
I'm like, As I kind of like paused in my reading, I'm like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You feel like the prompts are getting harder as the year is going on?
Yeah.
Like we were being softballed at the beginning. Yeah. These are my prompts for Carrie Griffiths. Hand-drawn, shiny, jewelry, hot, and classic.
Good times.
I'm like, yeah. Yeah, fun times. Not even an idea in my head. Oh, I'm like, where did I just put the prompts? I put them in my basket. All right. Well, for those of you that have joined us in chat, thank you for chatting along with us. Bushwatchers and replay crew, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hit that like button on your way out if you didn't do so on the way in. As always, please subscribe to Mini Makers Challenge to her channel. It is linked in the description box below. As soon as we get her to 50, then we can live stream from her channel simultaneously. And I guess we will see you next week. Next week, we are going to be on Wednesday as well. So it'll be on the 17th. And yeah, hope to see you guys there. Bye.
Wednesday Wiggles.